I'm gonna utilize the protocol already observed. I realize that you all want to go back to playing dominoes, and as such, I won't be long. Let me use the opportunity though to say how pleased and proud I am that all of you are here. It's because of the partnership between the police and the citizens why we're able to say to you that St. Mary is doing an amazing job. Crime is down, or clear-up rate, we have a clear-up rate of over 75%. We're doing amazing things in St. Mary, and as Ms. Creary alluded to, we have recovered over 23 firearms. But what is important though is that we continue to use sports as one of the vehicles that will be using to ensure that the culture of violence is changed right across St. Mary, so we won't have any form of serious incidents, especially murders. But as Mr. Miller informed you earlier, in looking at this tournament, we think that it was prudent that, you start to see us all across the parish. So we should be in Casterton, in Gale, right across the parish. So that's our intention. And so we think that our community safety and security branch has been doing an amazing job. I want you to clap them, clap them. And I want to say that the person that created this program was a bearer, because I'm seeing a Corporal K. Miller on the program. All right, so I am very happy and proud that you all are here. I'm going to encourage you to continue to work closely with the police, with our officers, our men and women of the St. Mary Division. They're very committed, very hardworking, very dedicated, and they're up to the task as we aim to make St. Mary the safest division, the safest parish in Jamaica. So that is what we're committed to make St. Mary the safest parish in Jamaica, where police-citizen interaction, customer service, and empathy is second to none. We're on that path, and we're committed that that's where we want to get to. Thank you all for being here today, and I'm going to declare the games open. Thank you.
In Jamaica, we have, did you know that since yesterday, we have had 40.9% reduction in murder since the start of the year. What's right in St. Mary is that since January 1 to October 4th, get your stats there. Yes, I know you're looking for the stats, Mr. Tyson. Yes. We have a 9.1 reduction in murders and a 3.8 reductions in shootings. That's very good. So things going on here in St. Mary. As recent as yesterday, there were some rounds that were found. So bringing that total since the start of the year to 23 firearms and 1,225 rounds of ammunition removed from the streets of St. Mary. We are making St. Mary safe. This success could not have been achieved without the collaboration of the police and the citizens of St. Mary. We depend heavily on you guys. Very important. Our vision of reducing crime and making this division a safe place for citizens to live, work, raise families, and do business remain our main objective and area of focus. Therefore, it is incumbent on police personnel in this division to work together in partnership with the citizens to build a safer St. Mary and by extension, a safer Jamaica, so that Jamaicans and citizens alike, visitors alike, can feel safe on our beautiful Island. The generous sponsors who support have made happy to partner with the St. Mary CSS team, especially with the domino tournament, as we are the advocate that promotes gender equality, and we are all about eliminating gender-based violence. Males experience gender-based violence, females experience gender-based violence. So what is one next, Mike? Males experience gender-based violence, females experience gender-based violence. I'm coming from the domestic violence unit, domestic violence church service, and for St. Catherine, 1 in 3, St. Catherine North specifically, every 3 cases of domestic violence, 1 is a male. And a lot of the times persons say, oh, male don't suffer from domestic violence because we only think about the physical. But there's a verbal, there's a financial aspect, there's a sexual as well. When we think about domestic violence, we always think females are always the victim. But females are the perpetrators as well. I always say to boys and older men, our past generation of men would have failed when they don't speak up. So this new generation, this new era need to speak out a lot of the times when you're faced with the issue of domestic violence. So we say when we normalize say that men are perpetrator, we can normalize that females are perpetrator when we think about it. Because a lot of the times, male, you may be doing your small business, you will take your finances and assist your female partner, and the same is not given in a relationship. So I always say there's no excuse or abuse no matter what the circumstances is. And when we think about gender-based violence, we always think about advancing the family. If we grow up in a cycle of abuse, we have to change the reality. We think about the young children, they will only mimic what is shown. As a parent, it is your responsibility to determine what your child will be. If your child sees violence in the home, your child will only be a violent individual. So when they get older, and the police officers will get cases of abuse, is based on what they would have seen that is represented in the home. So you are the benchmark, what we put in is what we get when we think about it. And in the event of anybody who knows that you're a victim or wants to support, and the support is there, and the Bureau have a national helpline where persons can reach out and get assistance. We have a male helpline where the males can reach out, and the number goes 553-0372. 553-0372. And there is a female helpline as well, where it must go 553-0387. So in the event that you know of anybody who is a victim, you can reach out to Bureau of Gender Affairs. We have a 24-hour helpline where persons can get the necessary assistance. So I wish you a very lovely season. Hopefully this season we won't have any bad news. Based on what took place last year, even though we started off on a little, sad slope, we will go in positive, and friendship will be formed and family as well will be strengthened. So I wish you all the best, and may the best team win. Thank you.
Hey, Constabulary, for being here with us this morning. It's a sad day, and for me personally, it means a lot because I live in the community. I heard everything last night when the shots were going off. I was just going on the road with my wife, and she said, "Aren't you ready?" I didn't answer her for whatever reason, and she didn't ask me again. That was 8:30. We were scheduled to be at church last night, to leave church at 8:30, so we would have come straight into it. Um, when I heard the barrage, sat down, recognized my wife was really traumatized now. But I said, just be calm. Notice we heard it subsided and a vehicle leaving in a hurry. Then I started to call members of the community that I know is in close proximity. How are you doing? Are you alive? Yes. And when I was assured that they were fine, then went to bed. It's a tough one. Never ever in my lifetime in Commodore have we had 5 people destroyed at the same time. Never. We have had challenges, and I myself personally have been on the road alone just to offer prayer. And I just recharged my thing yesterday, because I said I'm going on the road to offer some prayer. And this happened last night. If the police, you can guide me, because I was proposing to go there tonight by the shop there to ask those who can come to offer, to have a little prayer meeting. I don't know if that's allowed. You tell me and guide us. Right. I want to thank you for coming, because I support the police. I support law and order. My son spent up 10 years in this force. My uncle spent his whole life and retired. The commissioner of police, his mom and dad were members of my own ministry in Orangefield. I was the one who performed their funeral, buried them. And so the police is very close to us. I can assure the police, as I always say to the people of Commodore, that I'm not afraid. So I will always stand on the side of law enforcement and to defend law and order. This should not happen. This must not repeat itself. And I was saying that to them. If I have to do it today, if we can't meet tonight, I'll do it today. This is a disgrace. 4-year-old child murdered. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's ungodly. And this is not Jamaica. We cannot be killing children. Neither adults. One a young man that died, I knew him as a youngster, went to his father's house a while ago. Mario. Met him recently, talked to him. He's a mechanic. Decent young man. So we grieve and we are really disappointed and saddened. And you as members of the staff here, principal, chair will always stand with you, the board stands with you. And whatever we can do to share in the loss, we are here for you. Over to principal.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so I'm Bishop Courtney Golding.
Thank you. I am Malika Sinclair Bailey, the principal of this wonderful institution. I take this a great honor this morning to thank the Jamaica Constabulary Force for supporting us. Colleagues, I invite you to put your hands together for them. We are indeed grateful for the support. I got quite emotional because